Hello and welcome to Candlepins for Cancer, live from Webster Timber Lanes in Abington, Massachusetts, raising money for bowlers and their families in the fight against the costs of this terrible disease. Donate or take part by going to candlepins4cancer.com. Introducing the stars of our second stepladder matchup. Our previous winner with a score of 333, Nate Lees, and our number 3 qualifier with a roll-off score of 630, Charlie Collins. And now your hosts, Paul Grant and Mike Morin.
Hey, welcome everybody to Webster's Timber Lanes here in beautiful Abington, I almost said New Hampshire. Maybe there is an Abington, New Hampshire. I've not been there yet.
Probably is.
I'm so used to saying that. But this is Candlepins for Cancer, of course. It's part of a fundraiser, and we bring in some of the best bowlers there are today. There was a day and a time when it was a different world, and now we've got these great, wonderful young bowlers, including this guy, Charlie Collins, who is, I think, the youngest guy here today, right?
I am the youngest here today.
Well, you know, don't get too attitudinal about it, because before you know it, you'll be the oldest guy like I am now. So.
Yeah, one day.
So you were at 6:30. How did you feel your game was the day you qualified here?
The first game, I really didn't like. I was a little off balance, and I mean that was a long time ago. It was like a month ago, but I just remember in the 5th game where I turned around to Corrado. I'm like, it was in the 8th box at a mark. I'm like, all right, Corrado, I need 20, right? He goes, yeah, and then I cherried one, and Paul has the recording, but I had 20 to finish with 6:30, so it was fun.
It was a good day, and you're a twin, I understand.
I am a twin.
But you're the oldest?
No, I'm the youngest.
So he kicked you out.
Yeah, 24 minutes.
Does he bowl at all?
I mean, he quit, but I'm slowly getting him back in the game.
Welcome, Charlie Collins. Good to have you.
Thank you.
Paul?
I have one question before I talk to Nate Lees here. How'd you get that nickname, the Terminator, anyway?
This guy.
What
No
guy?
way you're looking. This guy.
Why'd you get that nickname?
You can speak for yourself, Paul.
Throw so many strikes. Terminates the pins. Good luck today, Charlie. 3rd season in a row in the ladder series. Nate Lees, you won the ladder last season as a 2 seed. You won the first Atlantic Candlepin singles tour a few years ago also. Now you won your first round matchup. Now you get to take on the Terminator, Charlie Collins.
Yeah, it'll be a fun match. Charlie's a great bowler. Funny story, actually bowled in a kid pro tournament with his twin brother a very long time ago, so that makes me feel old. But we bowled next to each other the entire roll-off. You know, we were cheering each other on. You know, I love bowling Charlie. He's a great kid, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Any truth to rumor if you do bad to start that Lori Lewis is going to pinch hit for you?
Yeah, I'm already calling her in now, so.
All right, good luck, Nate Lees. All right, 3-string format, 2 blocks at a time. If there's a tie after 3 strings, a 1-string roll-off, the winner takes on the number 2 seed, Scott Lapierre. Welcome back, Greg Gouillart. Welcome to those on W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network. Executive producer of C.B.N. is Bob Lee. W.O.N Sports is Jonathan Rios. Hello, Greg Gouillart.
Thanks, Paul. And remember, everyone, Candlepin scores just like big ball bowling, except you get 3 small balls instead of 2, and strikes and spare score the same, but you also, that 3rd ball and the pins on that ball can be very important. Also, any pins on the plate stay on the plate and can be used as live wood.
The runner gets $250 today. $100 for a 4-net series of 3 strings. Another $100 to get $500 somehow. That'd be something like Paul Berger on Channel 5. $25 for 3 consecutive marks in a row, combinations of spares and strikes. And unlike last match, we'll do the $100 strike challenge at the end.
I didn't hear what you said for a 500 triple, what that amount would be.
Paul Berger at a 500 triple on Channel 5. Imagine
Right.
that. We get one of those.
Do we have a figure even?
We had a 467 and a 457 in Portsmouth last year with Keith Beaupre and Corey Packard. Nate Lee starts the first of 3 with an 8. He had a slow start in the first match in the first string.
2 times Channel 5 underpaid their bowlers. One was Paul Berger, who only got another $100 for going 500. And second was bowlers like Jack Ray and Ed Zernicke, who got 10 marks in a row. I feel like you should get double the bonus money if you do that. That was impressive.
Nate Lee, second box, first string, a diamond plus the 7, not an easy leave. Welcome back, Mr. Author and radio personality, Mike Morin.
Good to be back here in beautiful Abington, Massachusetts. And this is how Nate started last game pretty slowly, but then he picked it up, made the spread eagle spare for a spare, not for a 10, for a spare, and that really got him going, and he ended up winning by about 30 pins, I think.
Won by 27.
27,
33, 306. over Jason Gauthier Jr. He gets a 9, 17 through 2. Here's the Terminator, Charlie Collins from Waltham, Mass. Just graduated from Framingham State University as a business major. His mother, Lori, always supporting. Doing a 50-50 raffle today. Should be bowling with Charlie September 23rd at Augusta, Maine. The first ever handicap 80% Candlepins for Cancer roll-offs. 11 o'clock, 2 o'clock, one day only. October 14th, the top 5 on Candlepin Bowling Network. 1-7-10. Speaking of Augusta, Maine, the 1-7-10 Sports Center. Lousy lead, but a great name for a bowling center. Great owner, Mark Carrier. Samantha Bryant doing wonders up there in Augusta, Maine. A 1-7-10 Sports Center. This kid is just a treat to watch. 22 years young for a spare. Missed it, not by much.
Interesting story that he's trying to talk his brother into rejoining the Candlepin ranks.
Well, I did a money match last year with them also. Did pretty good. He gets an 8 to start.
You mean they bowled against each other?
They bowled together in a money match last year. Candlepins for Cancer fundraiser.
Are they identical twins?
They're 24 minutes apart.
Right, but I'm just wondering if they're identical twins. Should I ask Mom?
Let's bring Lori in. She'll tell us. Mike Morin has the question. Are they identical twins?
Nope, they're fraternal twins. Charlie is younger by 24 minutes. They're both bowlers, but Hunter doesn't bowl anymore because of school and whatnot. But
does Hunter feel the pressure being the oldest boy?
a lot of competition, though. They've always been competing against each other.
Collins picks it up. Spare. 18 the ball through 2 up, 1 in the string plus a ball.
So my mom had twins. Mm-hmm. Now this is back in the 60s. I am not.
Okay.
No, I am not. You don't want another one of me running. But anyway, she didn't know that she had twins. Now, of course, that was 35 years before you had yours, and I'm sure that you realized that there were 2 in the oven, huh?
Yes, I did. I didn't know what the sex was, but I did find out what the sex was because I had to be prepared.
Imagine how it was back in those days when you went, 2, what?
Yeah.
You know, because she didn't know.
I can't even take care of 1. Mind you, 2, right? Yeah.
Saying the twins are a handful?
Yes, they are. If it wasn't for my mother, I'd be in
Which one's
trouble.
Which one's the bigger handful?
Charlie is. He's definitely my troublemaker. He looks like a shy boy, but you got to watch out for him. Those are the boys you got to watch out for.
Nate Lee's nice out 9, 26 through 3. Talking to Lori Kenny, Charlie Collins, the Terminator's mother. Mm-hmm. So the Terminator always protects the mother. You know that, right?
Yeah,
so
he better. He's the
better.
baby. He's the baby. I do protect him, but he knows better, though. Right. That's why I'm here cheering him on.
Lee's in the pocket, takes down 8, a wiggling 5, holds up, and 10 is still Woolworth department store chain. The 5 and 10 discount. Back when we were young, Mike, that was 5 and 10 cents for items.
Look at I'm sold. It was 1 and 2 cents back then.
Woolworth was
Penny
a
candy.
nice store. They don't have those stores anymore.
Lee's picks up 1.
How nerve-wracking is it for a mom to be watching something like this?
You know what? I am a big supporter of cheering my boys on. I don't care if they stink at the sport as long as they're having fun. But when they're good at it, it makes the mom even more prouder. You know, so I'm trying to be a bowler like Charlie. I'm going to be bowling a tournament with him as my partner. And
August 23rd.
August 23rd, yeah.
September 23rd, rather.
September 23rd, yes. Up in Maine, and I hope I can keep up with him.
So,
fingers crossed.
Are you an accomplished bowler?
No, I'm just have fun bowling.
84 right now, but you get better as you practice more.
I do, yeah. I'm not bad. Average probably around like 85, but nothing like Charlie, 120, but...
Nate 10 box, 36 to 4. Charlie in the spare. Got it! Wow, what a shot on the spread eagle! He goes Nate Lees 2.0, who made it earlier in the first match
Charlie learned that from me.
How about that?
Charlie learned that from me.
Charlie learned how to make the spread eagle from you?
Because of me, I taught him that. I've taught him that, Paul. Do you know that?
Yeah,
I taught him how to bowl that. 4
in the field, 22 through 2, 32 in the ball through 3. 3 marks in a row, $25 in bonus money. Do you get the bonus money, by the way, if he wins it?
Of course not.
On the nose.
Guess, Paul, you've done a lot of these matches that you've never had 2 spread eagle conversions on the same ladder.
No, never.
I mean, you're lucky if you see it a couple times a season. We've seen it twice in one day.
6 in the field, 38 through 3.
This is a lot of good bowlers
3 in a row.
today.
Oh, what a try! Denied the bonus money.
Now it's just showing off now. Come on.
I told you that's Charlie.
Now you got to buy the chocolate chip cookie pizza from now.
I'm going to make him buy it for me. I'm going to make him buy it for me.
He gets a 10, 48 through 4.
Add pepperoni to it, which is what I suggested.
No, you can't do that. That's like dessert. That's not even pizza.
Oh.
I'm Italian. I eat pizza. That's like dessert.
I want some spumoni. Can you get some good spumoni somewhere?
Yeah, you can do that. Oh, what about the Italian rum cake?
No, spumoni all the way.
Do you know what you're missing? Rum cake.
And I'm not a rum fan.
Ugh.
48,
You gotta go light on the rum.
36. Charlie up by 12. Nate Lees takes down the 6. That's the 1-3-8. Decent piece of wood behind the 1 and 3.
So can you fill in for me the next time I can't make it? You seem like you enjoy speaking on microphone.
I'm not a shy person.
She likes going in front of the camera. We have to get up there.
No,
Wait,
no.
wait, who's running the raffle?
I'll do whatever you guys want me to do. I'm easy, right? Selling raffle tickets. I'll do whatever. It's all good. Cheer everybody on here.
Nate, that's a tough Paul Grant special. Missed the second, make the third for a 10. 46.5. Looking for his first mark. Second match of the day. Beat Jason Gauthier Jr. earlier. 333, 306. Takes on the winner of this match. Takes on number 2 seed, Maine's Scott Lapierre. 4 goes down, 8 left, 6-10 right. Not going to be easy. Lori, piece of cake shot for you here, right?
For me, I could get this down like that, but we'll see how Nate does.
You can't play the wood in the channel now. You know that.
No, I'm not going to reveal my secrets. All
Good in the object.
Good try, though. Good try, right? That's all you can do is try.
That's right.
Right? Follow through. Don't get mad.
How old was Charlie when he picked up a bowling ball for the first time?
Him and his twin, they were about 2 years old. Everything turned into a bowling alley at my house. Water bottles, glasses.
So why,
Classic,
though?
of course.
What was the inspiration or the motivation for them or for you or their dad or whatever?
Yeah, so it was like on a Saturday afternoon, went to my grandmother's house, and I was changing the channels, and Candlepin for Cash was on Channel 5 back in the day.
It was Candlepin Bowling.
Was that
for
what it
Cash
was?
Channel 7 at
Oh,
5:30.
okay, I'm sorry.
Which, by the way, this guy was on. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
I got the
know
last strike in that show in
No,
1980.
No.
It's on YouTube.
All right, we're going to have to pull that
No,
up, okay?
no,
We're going to have
this-
to pull that up.
Oh, it's a horror show.
Show a little respect.
No.
Her boy is bowling right now.
Nate, 9, last box, 55 through 6. Charlie, good bid on the 2-4. Can't get to the 6. He's up 12 coming in to his 5th box, first of 3 strings.
So you're saying the boys were using like soda bottles and things like that, rolling the balls down the hallway?
Yeah, I had to find like a VHS tape of bowling, and I called one of my friends up, the Iannuzos, Joe Iannuzzo, like the whole family bowls, and I said, do you have a VHS tape of bowling? Because Charlie and his brother wanted bowling on the TV constantly, and like, I don't even know where I find like a bowling tape or whatnot. But yeah, so that was the start of it. And then I put them in a league at 4 years old.
Collins at 10, 58 half, up 12, box to box.
That's a good move
plus
on
the
your
8.
part doing it at that age. Huh?
Yeah, I think it was great. As long as they're doing something, right? You know.
What kid doesn't want to throw stuff in the house at
Oh,
other
what a
things,
try.
right?
That's true, but like I said, with the glasses, they were all plastic. You know what I mean? But yeah, everything turned into a bowling alley at my house. It was ridiculous.
Lori Canny, Terminator's mother. As Charlie gets a 10, 68 through 6, up 13. His biggest lead in the first of 3 strings on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network. Lori Canny, mother of Charlie Collins. You sure you're not a model?
No, far from it. Far from it.
Glowing smile. You
No,
should be
I
a magazine cover. Come
I
on.
do like to smile. I'm a happy person. You have to be happy and positive, right?
You've done a great job raising your kids. They're I mean, for a 22-year-older, he's very humble on the lanes and off the lanes, too. At least when I see him.
But he's a handful, don't forget that.
True. You don't do the other side to him. Yeah.
If he starts having a tough time, we might, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Lee's for a spare.
He just graduated from college, right?
Yeah, he went to Framingham State, so he graduated. Yep. So he works with kids. I give him a lot of credit because you need patience.
Boys and Girls Club, right?
Yes.
Is that what he wants to do long term?
The YMCA he works with. So he works with kids, and I give him credit because working with kids is not easy, right? Like you need a lot of patience, and I give it to him.
9 box,
I couldn't
64
do
through
it.
7.
Well, you did it, but you were a mom, so.
Right. Like, working with kids all day long, it's tough,
Lee's strike!
Wow.
Breaks through finally. In the 8th box, first string. 74 plus 2, spinning well. Finally breaks through. Charlie Collins up 13 right now, 7th box coming up.
He's only had 1 open frame so far. The rest have been either 10s or a couple marks.
Candlepin Bowling, that's a perfect game, is 10 spares and strikes. Collins on lane 22 in Abington, Mass. They have Webster Timber Lanes and Lucy's Pizza Bar.
We don't
2
have
in
the
the
speed
10.
gun with us today, do we, by any chance?
No, Bob
Bob
Lee,
Lee
executive
always has
producer,
that,
has
right?
him, yeah.
Hey, I just want to applaud both you guys. You guys do a fantastic job, always, reporting on all the bowlers. So your work does not go unnoticed. I just want to say that. Everybody,
thank
the
you.
bowling people, the bowling community, think highly of you guys. So
Thank you,
just wanted
awfully
to say
kind.
what a
Thank you very
great
much.
Job you guys do.
Oh, you're very kind. Thank you.
Great bit by Charlie. Just missed the 10-pin. That was not an easy shot. Going to clean up here for 10 bucks.
Five
And missed it
split-
left for a 9.
5 splits for Charlie.
77 through 7. 7's a wild. He's up 13 right now. But up against a strike from Nate Lees. You want to try some play-by-play, Lori?
Nope. Nope. I don't have my glasses. I can't see if it's the 1-7-10. I can't see that.
Thanks, Lori, for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Laurie. Good to meet you.
It's a pleasure, Lori.
You too.
Candy.
Thank you.
The Terminator, Charlie Collins, full husband, 12479. Just a lovely lady, and done wonders with the kids.
You sure she's not a model?
I thought she was.
Lovely, lovely person.
Just a very humble person,
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Very giving as well. Always cheerful, always has good things to say. The way it should be. Missed right. So Nate Lees can cut it to single digits on the strike. Coming up next. Collins, 8. Make it a 9. 86 to 8, up 12. But Nate Lees on a strike. Back to lane 21. Candlepins for Cancer is a 501c3 charity. Candlepin Bowlers helping Candlepin Bowlers going through cancer treatments. Donations are encouraged via Venmo, candlepinsforcancer.com, or Candlepins as you see on your screen. Candlepins number 4, cancer.com. Any amount is greatly appreciated. Every $500 received helps the family cover some expenses going through cancer treatments. Please help out, candlepinsforcancer.com. Lee's going for the double. Has a wobbling 7 left, 6-10 right. First ball on the strike. Mike, always a treat to work with you.
Oh, thank you. What fun this is to
We got to talk about your book after this box.
be invited back into the game again
Yeah.
at this level.
Wow.
It's
You're a
it's
class
terrific.
act,
Thank you for that.
funny guy, very humble guy also, and just a joy to work with. If there would have stopped by rule.
I am very humble, but I was better than Dick Lutz. Just no.
We're going to do a money match now later, probably next season, right?
What, between him and me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do a
I would
fundraiser.
highly recommend that it just be one string.
But we get a bunch of people together, each do one string. How's that?
Now
Please,
that would be
try.
fun.
9 in the strike, big 19 box.
We could basically draw numbers out of a hat to see how, like, say, the top 5 bowlers would be in the ladder, and then just go from there.
The fill makes it 83 through 8, 10, 93 through 9. So right now, he's only down 3 in the string, box to box.
Should I see if I can get Frank Malicote to fly out from San Francisco to come for that?
Sure. We can do Legends versus the Broadcasters. How's that?
There you go.
Get Craig Holbrook and Bob Wickham against you, too.
I will tell you, because I'm just a very average or maybe slightly above bowler, at least when I was bowling, there was pressure to have a full house of Pilgrim Lanes watching you, knowing the best bowlers in the world are judging you.
Good bit by Lees. Lees up to 4. Another slow start. Had a 106 in that first match, first string. A 9, 102 opening string here.
He knew it when he threw it.
And Charlie Collins, 16 to tie the string, 17 to take the lead after 1, with 2 strings left after that. 1 string roll off if we tie.
Should easily do that because he's got 2 boxes left to go here. 102 for Nate Lees. From Londonderry. Here's the young guy today, Charlie Collins.
Mixing and matching, rocking and rolling, stumbling and mumbling. Make up my mind, triangle, 5, 8, 9, 7 left.
Crossover had created that.
Be an
awkward-
interesting try here.
This is for a spare. Good bid, and he got it on the rebound.
Wow.
Wow, what a shot. 96 in the ball through 9.
Took a surgeon's touch to make that, and he did. Starting at 2 years old, now look where he is 20 years later.
Crossing over for a strike. That looked good. 8. 5 left, 9 right. 104 through 9 has won the first string. For another one. Bang! Back to back.
Mike Breed would be so proud.
114 the ball, up 12 right now, plus this. Strike for bonus money. Won't get it. Came close. 8.
Good fill.
122, first string. 122, 102, a 20-pin lead for the Terminator. Charlie Collins, number 3 seed, over number 4 seed Nate Lees. Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart, Mike Morin back with our second string on the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network right after this.
It is totally unacceptable to me when people dump on New York. But how can I stop them when it's plain to see we're dumping on ourselves? We've got to sweep our sidewalks, put our trash in plastic bags, the bags in cans, etc., etc. How can we get the world to respect us if we don't respect ourselves? If you're a New Yorker, then sweep it, can it, bag it, and don't dump on New York.
Welcome back to the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network. Season 3 kickoff, our first ladder of the season, our second match today. Number 5, Nate Lees, who won earlier, 333-306 over Jason Gauthier Jr., JB. Down 20 to number 3 seed, Charlie Collins, the Terminator, 122-102.
Which lane would you like,
And Charlie
on?
Collins will start off the second string on lane 22. Donations again can be made. Candlepins number 4 cancer.com. Candlepins number 4 cancer.com via Venmo. Stop by, get your make a Candlepin great again, I should say. Make Candlepin great again mugs here available for $16. They are available online at etsy.com, etsy.com. Type in Candlepin and it'll come up. They got hats also and other ones as well. WOW shirts available for $25 here today. $10 of each shirt goes to the charity. Charlie Collins. Diamond plus the 10, starting the second of 3 strings at Webster Timberlanes in Abington, Mass. And Lucy's Pizza and Bar. Home of Mike Morin's favorite chocolate chip 10-inch cookie pizza.
Well, I couldn't say because I haven't had one yet.
Collins missed right. 3 in the 5. You know you're going to like it. You just know you're going to like it.
Well, I know. I mean, it looks, if you could eat it with your eyes, and yes, that's very true.
Collins 8 to start the second of 3. Friday Night Pro League.
Did you say face for radio?
Because they can't see me back here.
We have the destroyer, Josh Daly. Josh, got to get your next roll off here again. I've been Concord Butwells next time. But listen, you guys are stacked in the Friday Night Pro League. Tell the viewers your roster this year.
So right now it's the gentleman on 22, Charlie Collins. We have Nick Norcross, who also is watching, myself, Nick Leach, Justin Waters, and Danny Harris.
That's just a stacked team.
Yeah, we got basically our World's team on there, Academy Lanes, and Nick Leach is also a good friend of all of us, so we're going to have a good time and try our best.
We're going to be covering you the second week on the 15th September on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Awesome. We'll be home that match.
Yes. Great young bowler on the rise yourself. Very young bowler yourself.
Yeah, I'm young.
Charlie at 9, 17 through 2 in the second of 3. Now, you had the high single tiebreaker in Charlie Collins, right? 192 to 191.
Oh, yeah.
You still teasing him about that?
No, never. Never. I don't do that anymore. Or I never did. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, man.
How did this okay thing start with Charlie? Okay.
I don't know. It was believe it or not, it was Justin Cote. You just started saying it out of nowhere. And then Charlie started saying it, and it just opened a floodgate for everything.
At least 2-1 split, 2-4 in the 10. Talking to Josh Daly, along with Mike Morin. Good bid.
So, give me the mic.
You gonna do play-by-play, Josh?
No. So I'm gonna ask you, where would you play that shot, Paul?
Like that.
Look, it's speechless.
I couldn't see it. I was blocked.
Blocked. You have a camera right here.
I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at the bowling lanes. I never look at the camera.
Yeah. You just gotta look at the camera if he's in the way.
9 to start the second of 3. He's down 19 in the match, up against Nate.
Yes, Nate's a good guy too.
On the nose, spread eagle. Made one of these earlier. This is a spare lead.
The third one we see today?
Yeah.
What do you think, Josh? What are the odds? You're in Vegas.
Of course. Come on.
You mean okay?
Okay, yes.
Now, Josh, you can be bowling anchor for your team?
No. Danny will.
Danny Harrison.
You're in the middle, right? You're like third?
Third. That's right.
I can tell by the way you listed the bowlers on your team. It was going through your head. Oh, yeah, I'm third.
Yeah. No, we're doing low man out. So wait a second. Uh-oh.
Almost again! Oh! Almost two today!
We're doing low man out for the. So every week, the low whoever it is, that doesn't matter. You're out for the next week, but everybody will chip in to pay every week, so everyone will get the same amount of pay.
10 up the spread Eagle, 19 through 2. He's up 2 in the string, down 18 in the match. Now to lane 21. Mike Morin, Paul Grant, Greg Gouillart. Talking to Josh Daly, the Destroyer. How'd you get the nickname, the Destroyer?
I knew you were going to ask that. Some guy in a blue shirt says Paul Grant.
A lot of Paul Grants out there, you know. There was actually Mr. Universe Paul Grant from Wales.
Really?
Are you the Vince McMahon of Candlepin Bowling, Paul?
No, that's good or bad.
I think it's good. He's a very wealthy man.
Does he do all the booking then?
Although I think Paul's got more money than Vince McMahon does.
Put a U in front of that wealthy.
Wait, Paul. We have to get you back. We need to see you throw a strike up there again.
Go back to Candlepins for Cash, 1980.
No.
10 for Collins, 27 through 3. I can't. The mobility's a problem.
All you
So
gotta do is stand at the line and throw the ball.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Now you sound like Dean Sullivan.
I can't throw a ball like that.
Paul, you're telling me you can't just stand there and throw the ball.
I mean, we're missing a strike challenge from earlier, so someone's got to fill in.
Well, the pressure's on.
Paul's gonna fill in.
Collins off to the right, steals 7, 1, 2 on the 9.
Now let me ask you again. You can see this one. Where are you playing?
I'm splitting the uprights.
Splitting the uprights.
You go outside the head pin here? Right of the head pin?
Yeah. Get right side of it. Hit it kind of full. Push everything back. Not like that, but very close, Charlie. Very close.
Josh talking already, huh?
Yeah, we do this to each other all the time, so it doesn't matter.
All in good fun, of course, right?
Of course.
Now, Josh, you never show emotion on the lanes. You never show emotion, do you, on the lanes, do you? You're so a mild man on the lanes.
Oh, definitely. Whatever everyone else has seen, it's no more. They don't see. I don't know what you're talking about, Paul. I never bowled in my life.
You're singing Mirage, right?
Yeah, I never bowled in my life. Never in my life.
For Charlie, 35 through 4, second string of 3.
Yes.
Candlepins for Cancer, fundraising event. Nate Lee's off to left, 1-3-7. Now, Mr. Daly, how are you playing this shot?
Oh, that's easy. You hit the 2 and you make the 1. Simple. You gotta watch out though. The cap in the back might mess with it. So
You split the uprights. You try to go outside to the left of that one.
honestly, usually depends on how the night is going. That's how I. If I hit everything outside, I'm shooting everything outside. You hit it on the inside, you're hitting it on the inside. But here, yeah, I'm hitting the head pin on the right. Send the head
Get
pin
the
over.
play-by-play in this call.
Okay, cool.
Get
Nate
some in the Sunday Pro League.
gets ready, throws the ball right on the front one. Oh, he makes it!
What do you say about that?
Wow, Paul. That's a wow. That's
You
a
gotta get a little more excited about the wow.
wow.
There you go. That's more like it. That's more like it. You got to go to the wow school of training.
Yeah, I was worried because he had the cap facing forward towards us, and I thought that was going to block it, but that actually helped him make the shot.
29 in the ball through 3, down 18 in the matchup, 2 in the string. Can cut the single digits, the 9 fill or strike. Daly on the call.
It's going to be an 8 with a plank.
You are a wizard.
Come on.
Oh, I guess
It's a
Chris
lucky
Winnie is
guess.
the wizard.
I think it's a lucky guess.
1 in the 7, 8 in the fill.
See?
You hit the head pin anywhere, this one's gone, right?
Technically. Or it can just go right above everything and miss, but you obviously want to make it.
37 through 3 for 2 in a row. Missed it.
Missed it. Oh, they'll pick up the 10 here.
Distracting when you're up there. Can you hear the announcers talking very much, or just shut it out?
I don't know. I have yet to bowl, so.
You can usually hear
You've
me.
bowled on TV before.
Yeah, but not usually. I try to block everything out. I just try my, even though it's 2 boxes at a time.
Needed 9, 46 through 4, up 11 in the string, down 9 in the match. Charlie Collins on lane 22 in Abington,
I
Mass.
usually just try to block out everybody in the back when I bowl, and even though it's 2 boxes at a time, I'll hear it, but I try not to pay attention too much to it, just because 2 boxes could cost you the string or possibly the whole match, so you want to be focused the whole time.
Collins 6 right, 9 left. Al Johnson always said if they can hear you talking, they're not bowling. You just got to be locked in up there. You have to block everything out.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, you guys are right here close to them, so it's not like you guys are behind, like 10, 15 more feet behind them. So, I mean, it's still a good job and everything. You just got to learn how to block out the people talking in the back.
Collins for a spare. Drills it.
Good job, Charlie.
45 and a ball halfway through his match on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports. The executive producer of W.O.N Sports is Jonathan Rios, Candlepin Bowling Network, Bob Lee. Charlie Collins, the Terminator, on a spare. The graduate business major. Looking for 8, 9, or 10. Hooks it right, only gets 4.
So his style works for him, but he starts way over on the right and ends up in the middle.
I do the opposite. I start all the way to the left and end up in the middle. I'm basically on like lane 21. I will basically be right on the gutter, like literally in the gutter when I start, and I'll go to the middle.
4 in the fill, 49
Everyone has
half.
their own style, just how
Now that first ball got away. What did you see wrong in his mechanics in that first shot when it hooks to the right of the head pin?
it hooks to the right.
It's usually a mechanical issue, like a shoulder dropping or holding the ball too long.
It's just a release point at that point. That's all.
A 10, 59 through 6. Nate Lees on the move.
Job.
Right now down 9 in the match, box to box.
Yes. It'll be a good match. The two good bowlers here, so both can explode at any minute, and both can pin their way to win a match.
You bowled Charlie in season 1 in Candlepins for Cancer also. In
Yes,
Eagle
I did.
Days.
Yes, I
It's a
did.
5 seed.
Yeah, that was a fun match.
Lees 8, 3 right, 7 left. Okay, Josh, how you playing the wood here?
You gotta wait till let it roll up a little bit.
Yeah.
You can hit just the 3 pin, or you get away with it on the right, even on the left a little bit, because the wood is angled towards the 7 pin. And he throws it on the right, shoots it over. Oh! Wow, the wood in the gutter stopped it.
What would your reaction be, Josh, in the lane up there?
Just toss the arms up.
No stomping your feet?
No, make the 10 box. Come on, Paul. I'm not liking this, Paul. I'm not liking this. That's it. I'm taking your job over. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm taking your job over.
10.
Come on, 8.
56 half.
Are we supposed to be having this much fun?
Always.
We're not serious enough.
It's only fun as long as you make it fun. That's all.
Lees on the crossover, strike 9. 7 pin left up.
You play the wood on this shot, right?
If you're having fun, yeah. But something like this, no.
You're drinking.
When you're struggling in single pins, would you try the wood sometimes?
No, never.
Never?
Never. You got to make it to keep your confidence. Like that. There you go. Nice job.
Nate Lees fair, 66 in the ball through 6. Past the halfway point of the match.
Now, would you play the wood on that one, Paul?
Well, I'm not as good as you are, but yeah, when I was a 110 league bowler, I may have played the. If I'm not hitting the single pins at night, I might try it. If I'm not confident, like you said. But you got to go at the pin always.
Always.
But you're right about the aspect. This is money.
Yeah.
And you know what I love about this level of money is I thought when I was doing a TV show 20 years ago, we'd never see this kind of money if there was no TV. The money's even better now than it was on the commercial TV station.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, no, I do like watching those. I wish I got a chance to watch them in person, but I was maybe 5, 6 years old. But what, went off in 05, right?
05, that's right. And then Candlepins for Dollars came in for a year.
Yeah.
7-10 split, Josh. How you playing the wood here?
I'm playing the wood.
Which way?
Obviously on the right side. You could split them, but it might not help. There you go.
Textbook.
It was kind of wide at this point. But
He's making you look good, Josh.
okay,
Trying to set you up for success here, Josh.
But
69 in the ball through 7.
Never knew Candlepins were dollars was a thing because never really watched YouTube that much back then. But it wasn't even on then, even on TV. I just know that my dad and I used to watch
Crossing over, 9.
bowling on Saturday mornings, and I think it was at 12 o'clock.
Talking about Channel 5?
Yeah,
I think
12
you're-
o'clock back then. 11 o'clock during college football
Yeah.
season.
You're not old enough to remember that, are you?
Oh,
For 2
we
in a
used to
row.
watch bowling
Got
in the
it.
morning at about 12. It's 12:30 the show was on, or whatever.
78
then-
through 7, 88 in the ball through 8. Nate Lees, 66 in the ball on lane 21.
We'd watch bowling, and then I'd go bowl in my league at 1 o'clock at Central Park Lanes, the junior league. I do remember watching us watch bowling, so.
And that's what got you pumped up for it, right?
Yeah, I
Lees.
can't remember what show it was, I'll tell you that, but I know it was bowling.
On the spare 7, 73 through 6. So box to box at 14 the string, down 6 in the match. He's up against 2 spares from the Terminator, Charlie Collins. Not an easy shot. Can he kick it over? Oh, what a try!
See, that one's a tough one. Because you could hit the front wood all the way on the left, spin it, but then what happens there is you'll just probably get a 10 pin out of it.
Nate leads a 10, 83 through 7, second string of 3. Scott Lapierre takes on the winner. Great bowler, 124 league bowler.
Warming up already off to our left.
Sanford, Maine.
Scott's a great bowler. He will pin you to death to win the game. No one else I really see much. When I see him bowling struggling,
Lees drills
he'll get,
9.
like splits after eagles or whatever. He usually gets 8, 9 or 10 boxes out of them.
That pin in the channel is considered down legally.
But he can.
Oh, it is, yeah.
But he can start it up just as quick as anybody else.
8 pin for a
Even
spare.
these guys bowling.
Got it with the wood.
Do we give an assist to the deadwood on that one?
Oh, of course. Come on.
93 and a ball through 8.
They'll take shots away from you. You gotta get something out.
Good point. Yeah.
So both on spares. Charlie's up 15 in the match.
You know the rules. The rule is you miss right. That's what it is. Yes,
We're gonna kick you out next string. Bring in Nick
Okay.
Norcross.
I got
next
4
string.
boxes left.
Yeah, we'll keep you in the whole string. We got you, Josh.
Make it count.
Yeah, make it count.
No pressure.
On the bonus.
There you
First
go.
strike, 9.
There you go.
6 pin remains. Going for bonus money.
Would the Paul Grant make this on TV 20 years ago?
What would have been a strike?
Yes.
We only claim the fame.
Yeah, only claim the fame.
For 3 in a row. Bang!
Yeah.
$25 in bonus money. 107 the ball through 9. What a match.
Can you guys believe I have to bowl with him on Friday nights? It's a real shame, honestly.
Is it true you guys might go undefeated this year, the lineup? You might go undefeated?
No, there's no way. There's no way, Paul.
I know, just kidding you. On the spare, 6.
That's a typical Charlie ball.
113 through 9. That's the Rick Kamarowski special.
What's
In Millis,
that?
Mass.
That's the Rick Kamarowski special.
In Millis, yeah, I mean, he's living off that
It's not
shot.
the Horseman.
He used to put a buck every time he got that. Inspiration from the lemon drop pool.
Oh,
Mr. Wright didn't
Great
want the
bid,
$50 in
Charlie.
bonus money.
Charlie, that was a great bid. Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie's my great friend, so we do this to each other all the time.
Mention if Mike Machichi were here also.
Yeah.
Collins, 8. Not a bad string. 121. 122, 121, 243 for the Terminator.
Dude,
Charlie
he's doing better
Collins.
now than he did against me his first time.
Nate leads in a spare, 93 in a ball through 8. Lost the first, 122, 102.
Paul, how do you like it here at Timberlanes?
I like it here.
Yes?
It's an honest house. You have to work at it, but you're in the pocket. You get rewarded.
You sound like you're bowling.
I love to bowl. I miss bowling.
Yeah. No, I like this establishment.
Lee's on the nose.
Oh, no.
Center Worcester. White. Yikes. The 1 in 5.
Usually. So, in a house before it closed lanes and games, he would have got a better break on that because they got the pin setter comes down, but then they have 10 feet of space. I don't know if it's 10, but it's like they have a lot of space up there so that if you hit something, it's going to come back down and it'll take a few other pins. But that wood, there you go.
What a bid.
But that wood there, with the head pin or the 5 pin coming back to help him, really helped him get a better bid on that shot. Honestly, 8, 9, 10's a tough shot to hit. Grab one and that's it.
Nate, 103 through 9. One more string left after this.
Let me ask you.
Yes.
Are you a fan of the spread eagle? Do you think it's the biggest momentum killer, or is it the 5-7-10?
5-7-10 is a much bigger killer.
I just was in a tournament recently, and my partner and I were bowling, and him more than I. Actually,
There's a strike.
backdoor ball.
Head pins last to follow. Julian in Canada.
He got a lot. He'd throw a beautiful ball in the pocket. 5-7-10, at least 4 times over 8 games.
That shot made famous by Dave Julian, a Canadian bowler up north. Made a living off that in the 80s. That game kind of stuck, so it's called a Julian.
I will tell you that if you're a 10-pin bowler, because I grew up in Michigan, that is the most embarrassing thing you can do with a 16-pound ball against 3.5-pound pins, to hit the pocket and get a 5-7-10.
Come on. But wouldn't that be easier to hit, technically?
No, unless you're throwing a 6-pound ball. I just saw a video on that the other day. Some little kid made the 5-7-10. It's almost like making the baby split and then the ball deflects.
Yeah.
Second ball in the strike. 9, Phil. Nice string, 122.
Well, I wish we could have you come back
Update
for
from
more,
Greg Gouillart, the
Josh,
string and the
but
score
I
for the
think
match.
we're out of time.
And after 2 strings, let's see here. 224 to 243. Charlie Collins in the lead by 19 pins. Current mark situation is 8 marks to 5 in Charlie's favor as well. We'll be right back with string number 3 in just a moment.
I just might burn this house down.
Arson has a lot of warning signs besides smoke. Arguments followed by arson threats. Stores with empty shelves. Vandals. Unsealed vacant buildings. And building strippers. If you've noticed any of these danger signals, call the Arson Strike Force. Strike arson before it strikes you.
Welcome back to Candlepins for Cancer, Season 3, Ladder 1, second match today. Earlier today, Nate Lees defeated Jason Gauthier Jr., JV, 333-306. And right now, the Terminator, Charlie Collins, the number 3 seed, leads number 5 seed. Nate Lees by 19, 1 string to go. Nate Lees will lead off on lane 21. Josh, thanks for talking to us last string. We're going to bring in your teammate.
I'll make my
and
grid.
two-time world champion Nick Norcross.
Yes, 2 times, everybody. 2 times.
Josh, thanks a lot. I look forward to covering you.
All right, here's Mr. Nick Norcross.
We'll see the ACST tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the ACST.
Candlepin Cancer winner.
Yes, ACST tomorrow night too,
That's
7:30.
right, against
You and
Charlie Collins.
On Candlepin Bowling Network.
Don't be late.
All right. Nate leads on lane 21 in Abington, Mass. Webster Timber Lanes. 1 and the 9. 3 marks behind.
So who are we auditioning this string?
We're going to bring on, after this ball, we're going to bring on Mr. 2-time world champion and another young bowler still. I think he's very young. Mr. Nick Norcross. For a spare. Oh, right over the 9 somehow. How'd that not go? How close can you get? Tough break.
I see another young man warming up wearing a LaPierre shirt. Which one are we getting on the lanes?
That's Ben. He's 11 years old. Scott's son.
And he could probably kick our butts, right, Paul?
He's going to be good down the road. He works really hard in this game. Nate at 10 with Nick Norcross. Welcome, Nick Norcross.
Thank you. Fun day so far. Lots of good bowling.
Lees on the crossover, 8, 3 in the 6. You've won a ladder series yourself in the past, and always up there in the running.
Yeah, the very first ladder they had in the first season. I was fortunate. I had a good battle with Corey, and then won 3 matches in the Tournament of Champions and lost to Brian Fuller, so good.
Nate Lees, another delayed spare. 20 the ball through 2. Charlie Collins up 19 in the match. Starts his 3rd and final string. 1 string roll if we tie after 3. Nick, you're Friday. We're talking to Josh Taylor. Your Friday Night Pro League team is stacked. I mean, that's a world championship team, you could say.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Fridays this year. It's gonna be a blast.
You're covering your match 2 September 15th on Candlepin Bowling Network.
Ooh, nice.
Friday Night Pro League.
I look forward to it. It's gonna be a fun year.
You gonna be the lead-out bowler for them?
I have no idea. I know I'm sitting out the first week because.
Got benched already? You got benched?
6-man rotation.
You got benched already?
I volunteered to sit out. I'm going to be happy keeping
What a
score.
great guy. What a great guy you are. Won the 8 for a spare. Missed it right.
So the low man sits out each week, right?
Yes.
That's how it works. How many weeks in a row could you be sitting out? I mean, forever? Well, I guess you come back the next week,
next
though, right?
week, yeah.
Okay, so nobody's going to sit for 5 or 6 weeks.
Collins a 9.
Consecutively.
Yeah. So
My question is, I have to ask the tough reporter question. What happens in the playoffs?
I don't know. That's up to the captain.
I'm just putting it out there.
You're a troublemaker. That's what you are.
Got to ask that tougher question, you know? No softball questions there.
I'm just showing up with my stuff. Hopefully I'm bowling. If not, I'm keeping score.
Collins off to the left, 5.
So how do you put together a team like that? I mean, who decides who's going to approach, say, like a Charlie Collins? You know.
I mean, me, Charlie, and Josh have known each other probably since the kids league at Woburn. I've known Charlie since, he was, I would say, 5 or 6, and he ran right up to me when I was in the older age group, and he says, "Do you want to be my friend?" And I said, "Sure," and he just ran away. No, just an odd little kid. And
That's a great story.
And here he is now. Now I'm bowling with him.
You want to be my friend?
Yeah, you want to be my friend?
Aren't you
Sure.
glad you said yes?
I'm debating now. No, he's awesome.
10, 19 through 2 for Charlie Collins. Nate Lees on a spare, down 19 coming in. Right now it's down 18. Can cut the single digits with a 9 fill or a strike.
Does he remember that story, I wonder? Have you ever...
Yeah, I'm sure he does. And Josh bowled originally out of East Boston in the Kids League, and then some of those kids came to Woburn because they could bowl in like the Portsmouth tournament and the state tournament. So that's how I got to meet him and know him, and here we all are years later.
Then it's 7 to spare, 27 through 2. For another one, just missed it left, the 1 and the 8. Nate had $50 in bonus money in that first match in the second string, $50. Charlie has 25 himself in that last string. As Lee's a 9, 36 through 3 on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports, New York. Talking to Nick Norcross, 2-time world champion Nick Norcross, and Mike Morin, of course. Back to Mike and Nick.
Just missed, but got a good break.
So one thing I like about Nick, besides he's a great guy, is he is an old soul when it comes to Candlepin bowling. He collects a lot of photos that he posts from time to time. Of course, having written the book, I understand.
Oh, nice shot, spare.
Nice shot, the 110.
46 to ball through 4.
What is it that makes you kind of an old soul about the game? Because you're a very young guy, and I guess you appreciate the heritage.
I don't know. I've always been a big fan, and watching like the clip end of like the great era of Candlepin, which was the 90s for me, but it was a lot of those guys from like the 70s, 80s, and 90s were all still bowling.
Collins, strike bid 9.
I was just a big fan of it, and then years on, I still watched and followed and still bowled faithfully, and then one day I just said, I should probably dig up some stuff and see what I can find. And Woburn had a lot of old stuff, so that's how that all came to be. And then, little by little, every year, there's always more stuff. So
you could do a coffee table book with some of the photos you've got.
Yeah, like Kramer, the coffee table book. Yeah.
Okay, going for the spare in lane 22 at Webster Timberlanes. He missed it. Going with that pin, Nick, obviously.
For a righty, the 7-pin is pretty automatic for a right-handed bowler, I would think. But he just slipped by on the right. Probably in his mind, he didn't want to overshoot it and hit the wood in the gutter. So that's probably why he missed it on the right side. But he's bounced right back, and he'll bury this next first ball in the pocket.
9 box, 28 through 3.
I jinxed him.
Only 4. Welcome to the broadcast booth, Nick.
Yeah, right.
You've had one heck of a year this last year. Been a great role.
Yeah, I've been doing good. The knee's been, a lot better, and not really bowling as much, so that also helps too. I've kind of really taken a big step back from doing a lot of things, and it's just been working.
Collins just missed that spare. The wood behind the 5. The kingpin gets a 9.
So how are the mechanics different, if they are, with a lefty and a righty? You being a left-hander, for those that maybe don't know you.
Everyone says that the left part of the lane, when you throw the ball, really doesn't get as much use, or it doesn't get worn down as much. So
Nate's on a spare. Strike will tie the match. He'll get 6, maybe 7. It's 7, 1, 3, 7. The lead is down to 3.
I think that also kind of helps to us in a way, even in the approach where you slide. But I always just try and just get every ball I can to, the pocket, and then my targets after.
53 through 4 for another one. Oh, good try.
Good try.
Yeah, because there's always conversation in all forms of bowling. Do lefties have an advantage? And it just looks different. If we could do a mirror reversal and watch you as a right-hander.
Oh yeah, it'd be freaky to see.
10, 63 half right now, box to box. He's up 16 in the string, down 3 in the match in the final string.
And even the other way around, if you did a mirror image of these two, seeing how they could bowl left-handed, it's different worlds.
The mechanics just seem different, because if you do the mirror thing, it would just be, as you say, freaky.
Yeah.
Nick, how do you play this triangle shot? Do you go inside the 2 and the 4? Do you go to the 2 and the 5?
I just really hope my ball just hits the front one and take my chances.
I love the honesty.
And good try.
Right there, he played a little thin. Maybe something would have come back off the wall, but the good thing was he got it to where he had to throw it. and he got the 10, which is a big thing. You got a pin in this game.
73 through 6, winding down here on the third string. The one it takes on number 2 seed, Mr. 207, Scott Lapierre, next on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports. Talking to Nick Norcross.
Only bowler today that has had a 200 game of our 5 in the ladder. And the oldest bowler, too, at 41.
Bowled with Scott before once on Friday nights one year. That was fun. Him, Chris Sargent, Jeff Lapierre, and Rich Hawk Hallis. That was a fun.
He's still around. It's great to see Hawk. He came to the Hall of Fame. As you know, I think you were there as well, too.
Yep.
Yeah, you were.
That was
Portsmouth a month ago. Wasn't that a fun day?
That was, yeah. It's great seeing all that stuff, you know. And these bowlers
For a spare, he's got it!
For their contributions.
Big spare, 47.5 plus 1. Stops the bleeding. It was down to 3 in the match. Can try to push it back to double digits.
And this year's banquet's going to be something special, too. There's a lot of people that are going to be in this year.
Tickets are on sale, $80 for the Hall of Fame induction ceremony, October 21st, the Castleton, Winton, New Hampshire, on the ICBA website. Collins on the nose. Takes down the 3. Maybe, no. Make up my mind. Wobbling 3 and 7. That's on a spare, 55 half.
Somebody told me once that if the pin goes like 8 degrees off center, then it falls.
For a spare. Got it!
Nice shot.
Back to back, going for bonus money again. 65 and the ball through 6. 11 pin lead plus a ball. Nate had it down to 3, but Charlie strikes back twice with 2 spares. Back to Nick Norcross, Mike Morin.
Nate was telling me he had...
Strike!
Oh, never mind. Whatever I was going to say. But he was telling me earlier that he had a few aches and pains, and I don't know what kind of injuries maybe you know. I've seen him stretching a lot in between throws.
Yeah, you know, it's tough when you're battling, you know, whatever aches and pains while you're bowling, especially in a big match. It does take effect to what you're trying to do.
83 plus 2 on the strike. First
And
ball,
I know
7,
for some
9,
bowlers,
10.
you know, they can figure it out quick.
7,
They
8,
can
10.
make the adjustment quicker, and other bowlers, they just seem to struggle as it goes on. But, you know, from what I've seen, he's been bowling well.
We're bringing a trash talker, Josh Daly. How you playing this shot, Josh?
Are we playing the shot?
In the channel?
No. You could split the wood. You go right side near the 10 pin. See what he does. See what he does.
Big Phil in the spare.
Have the right side? Absolutely.
Can he get this
right
one? Oh, he got it! Wow! Incredible shot! Spare on strike! What a match!
Thank you for your time.
The check's in the mail,
Yes.
Josh.
Corey Lisi really liked my commentating, so that one was for Corey, right?
Good.
93 through 7, 103 in the ball through 8. Here we go again.
I'm sorry that Josh crashed your party, Nick.
I'm used to it. That's fine. What else is new in life? Let's see if Charlie can load up with a big 8, 9, or 10 on this spare.
What a battle. Collins, half Worcester out. I hate that
Double
shot.
dribble there.
67 through
timing
6.
thing?
Yeah, and I also think, too, you tend to get a little too pumped up, and, you know, you either launch it out or you tend to drop it just a smidge behind the line, and it causes that bounce and doesn't get to the pocket.
Collins, the 1 in the 10.
I mean, when you throw the ball as good as he does, sometimes it almost doesn't matter, but you don't want to be doing that too much.
No, you want to be as smooth as possible. Like that. Yeah.
9, 76 through 7. So right now, Charlie's down 17 in the string, up 2 in the match. He's up against a spare.
Thank God you can keep track of the numbers in your head, Paul.
I got to be good at something.
Well, you're great at bringing Sky Bars to the staff here.
Hey, gotta love it. 4 chocolate flavors. I'm still mad they're 2 for $3 now. They're 2 for $1 3 years ago. Collins only 3.
I call it an effective 2.
It's going to be a nail biter coming down to the last 2.
Do it. Come on.
Collins is open.
Would you rather have a nail biter, or would you rather, have like a 30-pin, 40-pin lead going in?
If I was up there 30 or 40. Back here, it's more entertaining when it's closer. I want to be as far ahead of the game as possible if I'm out there.
Collins a 9, 2 blocks to go, 85 through 8. The update from Greg Gouillart. It's a 1-pin lead.
Yeah, everyone's been asking me. Collins is up 1, and Nate Lees has the bonus ball in hand, so effectively he's the one with the advantage at the current moment as we go to the final 2 boxes.
If there's a tie, a 1-string all off, a 1-pin lead for Collins, a 2 filigrana for the lead for Nate Lees. Lees on the bonus, 7, make it 8. The 3 is on the right, the 4 is on the left. A 7-pin lead for Nate Lees. Down 20 after 1. 1, 11 through 8. This will be something. A try. Deny bonus money. That's good news for Charlie Collins. Edgiest seat thriller here in Abington, Mass. At Webster Timber Lanes and Lucy's Pizza Bar. 10, 1, 21 through 9. And Charlie trying to advance for the first time in his 3rd season in a row. Was number 1 seed last year, but lost to eventual win to Corey Packard. Lost to Josh Daly as a 4 seed in the first round 2 seasons ago. Nate Lees wrapping up his match in regulation. 1, 3, 8, 9, 10. Nick, splitting the uprights here?
With that wood in between, you can either split them or you can play the outside and have something really come off the wall. The action off the wall seems a little bit lively.
Oh, what a try.
He hit a little thin, but, thought he could get a little splash out of it. But, it keeps his chances alive and hopes that Charlie doesn't do anything his last 2 boxes. It's a big pin right here.
He gets the 10, 131, 3rd string.
Collins requires 27 pins to tie and 28 to win. That's at least 1 mark.
27 to tie, as Greg Gouillart says. Thank you for watching the W.O.N Sports Network and Candlepin Bowling Network. Please share this match with your friends and family. Fall leagues are forming. Invite your friends to bowl Candlepin Bowling. $85 through 8 for Collins. Thin hit. Gets 6, 1, 2, 6, 10. And again, are you going inside the 1, 2? You splitting outside the head pin? Outside the head pin.
With his ball, I would think the outside of the head pin works on his ball, but it's whatever he thinks is.
Oh, that close.
That's what he did.
Whatever he prefers, and he just missed, and he's got to come right back and get that stick, and he's still alive.
Need a mark in the 10th.
Yep.
Down to the last box. 10. 95 through 9. Greg?
Must mark, 17 to tie, 18 to win.
17 box for overtime, 18 to take number 2 seed. Scott Lapierre next on Candlepin Bowling Network and W.O.N Sports. Needs a mark. Collins, first strike. Oh, that looked good. How'd that not go? 5 right, 8 left.
Very good shot, must make.
And a tough piece of wood, Nick. Wood roadblock here. How do you survive this shot?
When he can see that back piece, I would try and be as high up as you can to turn it. Because if you go way right, I don't think he's going to carry it.
Needs it. Gets it. It's coming down to the last ball. Wow. 105 and the ball in the 10th. 7 to tie, 8 to advance.
I thought he, the way it was going down, I thought he would only get 1 out of it, but he just throws the ball so hard that, it kept that back piece of wood straight, and here we go.
8 to win. Can he get it? He gets 8. He wins it by 1 pin. The Terminator moves on. A 1-pin win, a thriller in Abington. Wow.
A lot of poise for somebody that age, huh?
Yeah, he's awesome. He's getting better and better every time he throws a ball. So
113. Greg, updating the score.
Update on the score. Wow. 9 marks for Nate Lees, 3 strikes and 6 spares. Charlie Collins somehow 0 strikes, but 11 spares. Nate Lees actually knocked down 4 more physical pins, but there you have it. Those extra marks carrying Collins through. 356 to 355.
Looks like the main ACST match all over again with Mark Carey and Mark Weber. A must-see match on Candlepin Bowling Network. Let's talk the bowlers next on Candlepin Bowling Network and the W.O.N Sports Network.
Ask your sister to sit in a half a tub of water. You just saved over 10 gallons of water. So keep New York wet. Save water. Turn the water off when your mother's brushing her teeth. You'll save over a gallon of water. Keep New York wet. Save water.
Welcome back to Candlepins for Cancer, our second ladder today. First ladder of the series, second match today. What a thrill, instant classic. Down 20 pins. Nate Lees took the lead down the stretch, and Charlie Collins comes back with the big sphere 8 to win it by 1 pin. And talk to the bowlers now. Mike Morin with Nate Lees.
So it's never fun to lose. Is it worse to lose by 1 or by 30?
Definitely by 1. I'd rather know I'm losing with him getting up than having it be a barn burner. But did what he had to do, made the shot, filled it with 8, and that's bowling.
Talk about this guy who's 22 years old.
He's great, phenomenal young bowler. Has a bright young future ahead of him, and I wish him nothing but the best. He throws a great ball, gets a lot of action, and he's able to hit the object pin most of the time. So that's the game.
You do a lot of stretching. I don't know if you normally do that. You indicated earlier today that you had a few aches and pains. Were you just working it out, or do you typically do that?
Oh, no, I'm in a lot of pain right now. Bowled at Portsmouth the other day, and there was no slide at all, so it blew out my knee, hurt my groin, my back, everything's hurting. So it was every ball was hurting, but I got through it, put something together, which I needed to do, give him at least a little pressure, had to make him work for it a little bit, and, he did what he had to do.
I don't think any ladder has ever had 2 converted spread eagles in one set of tapings.
It still hasn't.
Well, not for you, but I mean, you each made one.
Oh, yeah, right. That was great for him to make it, and then I actually thought I made the last one that I had, but that's bowling.
Nate Lee's always fun to have you on the show. Thank you.
Always a pleasure.
Nate,
thank you.
We didn't do the strike challenge last time. My mistake.
So
hold on. So we're going to let you bowl twice. The first one is for you.
Okay.
The second one is for Jason Gouillart Jr. How's that?
Okay.
Now you bowl twice for yourself.
say,
You'll
twice
bowl
for me,
one
one
for yourself,
for Jay.
and one for Jason Gouillart Jr. So the first one's for you. So right now we have $250 for coming in 4th place, and $50 in bonus money. $300. Not bad for 2 strings of bowling.
Thank you very much.
All right. So we'll do the strike challenge in just a moment. Charlie Collins, you finally broke through.
I broke the ice.
You broke the ice in a dramatic fashion. Ice in your veins at last box.
Yeah,
It was a difficult piece of wood, that 2 pieces of wood in front of that 5 and 8 shot. And you got it for the spare.
Yeah.
The big 8 fell to 1 up by 1.
I just kind of threw it at it and said, why not? This is going to be a risk or a do all, do or die. So.
All right, so you're going to go for a $100 strike challenge. You throw a strike, you get $100, and you throw the second one for Jason Gouillart Jr. from last match. Okay, 1 ball, twice. Yep, you go first. You want it. Nate Lees will go next. This is for you first, and the next one's for JB. Charlie Collins going for $100. Then I'll bowl the second one with Jason Gouillart Jr. because we missed it, running out of time last match. All right, half Worcester. So reset.
Good thing that was for JB. Thank God that was for him.
This is for me now?
This is for you now. Oh, he's good. He says for JB. Oh.
Sorry, Jason.
I guess he has the choice, right? $100 challenge, strike challenge. And almost. Now Nate Lees will bowl 2, 1 for last match and 1 for this match.
And that was for Jason also, by the way.
Yeah. Another crack next match, though. So he gave JB 2 chances there, in a sense.
Do I get JB 2?
You get 2 for yourself.
Just 2 for me.
Yeah. Nate Lee's going for 2 for himself. 1 for this match, 1 for last match. $100 strike challenge.
Oh, yeah.
He says for JB. And good try. Back to Greg Gouillart to wrap it up.
Thanks so much for watching this presentation of Candlepins for Cancer.